up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Well, what's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey, and we are down here, girl. Let's see what we are going to talk about.
I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Blac Chyna, you know, she is doing a reconstruction, honey. She's going through her reconstruction period. She is having a breast reduction. She's having her butt reduced. She's taken off her nails. She stopped her OnlyFans. She's switching up. It's a new era. I don't know if she's going to start going by Angela now. I don't know, but she is documenting her journey. She has a boyfriend. I saw her on, I went to her page because I was like, let me be nosy and see what's going on with Blac Chyna. But I went to her page and she does have a boyfriend. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know nothing about him. But she's going through she had a breast reduction the other day and she got some silicone taken out of her butt. And she was talking about how the silicone, that stuff was like clogging up I guess the holes that sucks the stuff out, that it was clogging up the instrument. She says she's not wearing the stiletto nails anymore. Let the young girls do that. She's just going through a reconstruction period, you know, as a human, right? But specifically for women, we could actually just like keep reinventing ourselves. You don't have to stay the same person. If you decide like this is not serving me anymore, this does not resonate with me anymore, this life that I'm living, you can literally switch the whole thing up, sis. You can. And I'm actually pretty proud of her. Like when her Jason Lee interview, that's the most I've ever seen Angela talk or Blac Chyna talk. Like she used to act like she couldn't talk and she couldn't elaborate on things, but she's not a dumb person. I mean, she's had her business for years and it's thriving. She's still able to live. I don't know if the OnlyFans was to help her with her legal bills. You know, she had lawsuits and things like that. I think she kind of alluded to that, but she doesn't have OnlyFans anymore. And you know, K Michelle talked about getting the silicone. I wonder if Nicki Minaj is going to ever do that, because word on the street is that K Michelle and Nicki Minaj, they went to the same person. I'm sure Blac Chyna probably went to the same person too. But for K Michelle, the silicone started to separate and created like little balls of, you know, like throughout her body. So it took her, I don't know how many surgeries to have all of that removed. Blac Chyna says that her surgery was supposed to last for 4 hours and it lasted for 8 hours of them taking this stuff out of her, this foreign object. And she just basically saying, hey, you know, girls, if you guys go get this, make sure you do a fat transfer. Don't get a foreign object placed in your body. It's not worth it, because again, your body at any point can say, you know what, I don't want this stuff in me, and will start reacting. Will start reacting, and you'll have a host of problems. I always remember K Michelle saying, you know, if you got money to put it in, make sure you got money to take it out. And just like China's doing, and you know, people are asking, and I'll ask you all, do you think that this is going to influence other women to take this stuff out of their body? Hopefully they have money to do it, because you have to have money to take it out. And K Michelle always says that you got money to put it in, but make sure you got money to take that mess out of you. So that's what she's doing. Shout out to Angela. We'll see what she has coming up next. But yeah, here.
So I'm at the doctor's office right now, and as y'all know, I've been changing my life and changing my life. So one of the things that I feel like is going to take me to the next level is obviously taking some of these ass shots out. And by the way, ass shots and BBL is totally different. And I'm going to tell you why. A BBL is when they use your own fat. Ass shots is silicone. So I just want all the ladies out there to know, do not get silicone shots because you can get sick, you can die, have complications, and all this other crazy stuff. I haven't had any crazy complications since I got it. I got it when I was 19 years old. But now I'm moving here in life. So I want this out of my ass so I can... Good morning. All right, guys.
So shout out to Angela. Shout out to Angela White, honey. Hopefully she cut that weird ass mama off too. Hopefully she just cut all the folks off. So shout out to her. Let's see some of the comments. For real, shout out to her for being transparent about this. Can't be easy, but she could be saving so many young girls from making the same mistake. Listen, if you didn't receive her message, then it wasn't for you. If you're saying we knew that already, then clearly she's not trying to reach you. Say good for her and save the mean, miserable comments. I think everyone should do what works for them, but personally, I can't see myself getting surgery on purpose. I'm terrified, honestly. I just recently donated my kidney to my daughter, and it was horrifying and painful. I'll never get surgery again unless it's a life or death situation. It's just too dangerous to me. I'm glad that life is lifing these celebrities in a positive way. I'm hoping it's not too late for a lot of these females that are changing their image for the sake of fitting in. Sometimes I'm willing to take a risk on. However, my health is not one of them. It's important to have a strong mind and think for yourself, because for years these women use their influence to convince young women it's okay to get all this work done and promoted hoe culture. Now, one by one, they are reneging on the messages they promoted. Not necessarily reneging, I think growing out of it and maturing out of that. While I'm here for growth, let's be a cautionary tale for those who are influenced by it. K. Michelle's already covered this story and stories of multiple women. Where were y'all antennas when she had hers removed? What? They drive it to Mexico for the body. They don't care if they get sick. They're ready to die about that. I'm glad she's recognizing her true self and doing the work to reverse it. But it doesn't matter how young or old someone is. Nobody needs to do all that work to their body. Be natural, be unique, be you. I'm all for, enhancements and stuff like that. If you want to do some enhancements to make yourself feel better, fine. But it's when the body dysmorphia is activated and you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And then you start looking like a cartoon character. You really do. Like the body start looking cartoonish, the face starts looking cartoonish, the eyebrows are going up like this, and your eyes are like super slanted and your eyebrows are up like this. You just look like a cartoon character. If you like it, I love it. But I think it is admirable for her to come out and say, hey, don't do this. This is what I did. And being honest about it. I think what we don't see, like even K. Michelle did, she had her own show about that, the people who were getting, had surgeries and got botched surgeries or whatever and had complications from their surgeries. But, I think when more women come out and say, hey guys, this is the downside to this, right? And unfortunately, a lot of these women, and I have always called it supply and demand, a lot of women are altering their bodies to be desirable, right? And to be desirable to mostly to a group of people who are fickle and change their minds, right? You get your body done to attract men who change their minds on what they deem attractive. So now you've made permanent changes or semi-permanent changes to a for a market that changes their mind frequently. So it's really not worth it, right? What's worth it is to be yourself and do the things that you want to do for yourself, not in an effort to make your body desirable for people who will change their mind in 5 years, right? And it's true, and it's unfortunate, but we do live in a society that rears girls to women to change for the affection or the attention of men. And that's just what it is. I mean, like, that's the truth. Whether you participate in that, whether you have before, but from the beginning, I even tell my sons, little girls are socialized to kind of take on your identity. How many of y'all have sat in front of a football game and don't know a clue about football, but all of a sudden you are a fucking fan of whatever football team this nigga's a football, who he loves, right? You just take on their interests, you take on their lingo, you just take all that stuff on, and you're morphing and adapting to their environment. It's the same thing when they're doing these changes to their bodies. We've been trained to do that. And unless you're doing it for yourself, then you're participating in something that you've been trained to do. You've been trained to alter your body so that you can be desirable to men. You've been trained to do that. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault. That is how you're socialized. And that's why the market looks like this. A lot of women are doing this for themselves so they can have some self-confidence, but the majority are doing it to be desirable to somebody looking at them. And that's just what it is. And that's just the truth. Sorry. Good for her. K. Michelle started this whole trend and others followed. I don't think it's a trend to want to, like, say like somebody is following, but maybe it will influence other people to say, you know what, I need to get this shit out. But again, you got to have the money to get it out. You have to have the money to get it out. And that's the thing. Adele's inner circle concerned that boyfriend Rich Paul is using her for Hollywood cred. Before they went public, no one heard of the guy. Only a few people know who Rich Paul is. But it says friends of superstar Adele are reportedly not sold on her whirlwind relationship. According to the report from Radar Online, the British singer's confidants feel her boo, Rich Paul, is not genuinely in the romance for the right reasons. Reportedly, friends of Adele, 34, have been questioning the sports agent's intention as of late. Many of them allegedly feel that Rich Paul, 41, strategically partnered with the 16-time Grammy winner to make his name more known in Hollywood. One inside source reportedly stated, Rich is a very charming, influential guy. But the worry, he is using Adele to boost his Hollywood profile, and it all end in tears once he's gotten bored with her. Another reportedly added, before they went public, hardly anyone heard of this guy. Now he's in front and center at all the big events, soaking up the limelight and encouraging her to get out there and party alongside of him. Since going public with their romance in 2021, Adele and Paul have certainly made their way around social events. The pair is often spotted courtside at NBA games as Paul represents many high-profile players in the league, including LeBron James. Though they've experienced a few reported snags along the way, it seems the relationship has been going well. Back in February, it was reported that the couple are recently engaged following the singer rocking a huge diamond ring on her wedding finger during her recent Vegas residency show. However, neither Adele or Paul have confirmed the alleged engagement. I think we all said that, some people like, you ain't know who Rich was. No, people that were in Adele's network did not know who this sports agent was to a musician. Why would they, right? People in sports would know who Rich Paul is because he's an agent. He's an agent. I wouldn't suggest that Adele get with the dude. It just seems to me like, I don't know. No, like, no, I don't know if, anybody can say he's using her for the limelight or whatever. I don't know if you can say that, but I don't know the relationship. I wouldn't encourage it. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't. Rich Paul probably got he looking at how he's spending and investing her own money, and the freeloaders in her circles are scared they're going to get cut off. How ridiculous is this? He is a top NBA agent in the league and LeBron's agent and best friend. He's probably worth more than Adele. This story is ridiculous. So people in sports know who he is. White folks mad he hit a lick. And you see how there are some people like share with AE. You know how many niggas are saying that AE hit a lick? Like they don't see the partnership with the woman as, you know, I want to be in this loving relationship. They see it as a lick. They see it as a come up. They see it as a way to get something out of someone. That's all they see. It's like, how can I siphon from this person? How can I extract? What can I extract from this person? How can this benefit me without them seeing a return on whatever they've invested in me? How can I get from this relationship? And then other people around them applaud them for like, damn, AE hit a lick with Cher. He hit a lick with Cher. He over there fucking on that almost 80-year-old woman, got her spending money on him. He hit a lick with her. He hit the jackpot. He hit the lottery. That's how they see it. They're not like, oh my God, he's in love. He loves Adele. No, they seen it as he hit a lick. That's how they see it. They said, correction, you clear people didn't know who he was. He's the most successful agent out right now, and LeBron is going to make sure he's a billionaire, and these whites don't know how to drag anything. Hollywood BS. Whoever said that might want to do their research. Tell her friends to look up Rich Paul's net worth and the value of his company, and I think they'll find plenty of people knew him. See, and it's weird because as soon as you're like, okay, I'm questioning his intention, they're like, look to see how much he's worth. It doesn't matter what his net worth is. What is his character? My stomach is growling. What is his character? Y'all, that's the problem now. We were just talking about the therapist. Y'all think that money makes the person's personality. It don't have shit to do with their personality. It doesn't have shit to do with how they regulate their emotions, how they relate to other people, how they treat other people. Look up his net worth. I'm sure he's worth more than Adele. What does that have anything to do with him? Who cares if he's LeBron James's agent? How is he with this woman? How does he treat her? They see him, they don't see it for him, okay? This sounds stupid. Before she was dating him, there wouldn't be a reason for us to know him because he didn't exist in her life. And nobody is forcing her to be with him. Folks don't stretch before they reach. Sounds like her friends are jealous. She is happy and he's black. I'm going to just say it because that man is very much known around the world. My stomach is growling. Dapper Dan, you know Dapper Dan, he be on his global citizenship. He be telling y'all to take your culture global. He posts a picture of Marco Brenzari from Gucci, Francois Henry Pinault from Keurig, Bernard Arnault from Louis Vuitton, and Ralph Lauren from Polo. And he says, the ego is the enemy of wisdom. Brand building part 2. I don't study designers as intensely as I study brand builders. He names all the men. Those are the giants of the brand building. None of these men sew. If you only sew and design, you are playing checkers. If you own your brand and are collaborating with global brands, you are playing chess. If you own a global brand and have your own distribution, you are playing Monopoly. The aforementioned giants of the fashion business dominate Boardwalk. Mannequins can't talk to lawyers. Sewing machines can't stitch contracts. To build a brand, you need lawyers, accountants, marketing teams, and influencers to be capable of being global. To master the fashion business, you have to be inside, where those spaces are being occupied. That's where all of the information is. We who are the outsiders must align ourselves with insiders who are willing to aid us. We must also petition the brands for more diversity and inclusivity. Yes, it's the culture of people of color that's feeding the fashion industry today. We have gold in our backyard, but no shovel. I rest my case. I'm telling you, Dapper Dan be on that. Y'all not, is a lot of people so busy worried about, oh, they're taking our culture and doing this. They're taking our culture and doing this, instead of taking your culture and you actually monetizing off of your own culture and taking it, because it is a global thing. Hip hop or Black culture, or however way you want to describe it, is not just in the United States. It is global. And thanks to social media, it's even more, I don't know how you could be even more global, but it is reaching more people. And for you to sit back in the United States and be like, oh, they're taking it, they're taking it, they're taking it. What are you doing? If you belong to the culture, how come you are not using your information and your alliances and your connections to further your culture globally? You're not, he said, you got the gold in your backyard, but you don't even have a shovel. I'm telling you, Dapper Dan be on that. He's been on that. Like, y'all so busy, and I watch videos from, all over, and you can see the people dancing and stuff, and you know where the influence is coming from. You know where it's coming from. Why are you sitting back complaining? Oh, they're taking our culture, they're appropriating, they're doing this, they're doing that. No, 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 no. You take your culture global and you monetize off of that. Like when people are upset because these words that are used in our language and lingo, oh, they're trademarking it. Why didn't you trademark it? It's your culture. Who do you think should trademark it? Or you just want to wait till somebody who isn't from your culture trademarks it, and then you can complain about it being trademarked instead of you actually doing it. Shout out to Dapper Dan. YouTube star says she feels resentment towards her parents for forcing her to make viral videos. Claire, whose name has been changed to protect her privacy, has never known a life that doesn't include a camera being pointed in her direction. The first time she went viral, she was a toddler. When the family channel started to rake in views, Claire says both of her parents left their jobs because the revenue from YouTube channel was enough to support the family and land them in a nicer house and new car. That's not fair that I have to support everyone, she said. I try not to be resentful, but I kinda am. Once she told her dad that she didn't want to make YouTube videos anymore, and he told her they would have to move out of their house. Her parents would have to go back to work, leaving no money for quote unquote nice things. When the family is together, the YouTube channel is all they talk about. Claire says her father has told her he may be her father, but he's also her boss. It's a lot of pressure, she said. When Claire turns 18 and can move out on her own, she's considering going no contact with her parents. Once she doesn't live with them anymore, she plans on speaking out publicly about being the star of a YouTube channel. She'll even use her real name. Claire wants people to know her childhood was overshadowed by social media stardom that she didn't choose. And she wants her parents to know nothing they do now is going to take back the years of work I had to put in. I always think about the children. I look at these little kids and they're so cute and they have so much personality and their parents are behind the cameras. And then I think to myself, when they get old enough, they're going to be like, where is my money? I hope y'all paying y'all kids. I hope you are paying them a salary that you are getting from whatever platform you have your children on. I hope you are paying them and putting their money away, because when they get old enough, they're going to ask you, where is my money? Where's my money? You've worked me to death. I had no childhood. I was homeschooled, always with a camera in my face. Where is my money? I think about all those little kids. The little girl who does her wig review, she can barely talk. She looks like she's enjoying it, but she's the talent. Where's her money? Samaj, where's his money? I hope y'all putting the money away for these children in some type of trust, savings account, whatever. But make sure when they turn 18, here is some money for you for allowing us to use you as talent. And I thought there was something else going around where they were going to put restrictions, because it is a child labor issue. It is a child labor issue, right? Y'all got your kids in front of these cameras doing these TikToks and doing these skits and stuff like that. Especially, I feel sorry for the babies who can't talk, who just sitting up there dressed all kind of crazy ways. The mothers who dress their children exactly like them and taking pictures and stuff like that. Your child is the talent. Please pay them. Or when the child gets old enough, the relationship is going to go away. You're not going to have a relationship with your child. The talent is going to start speaking. She says she's moving out when she turns 18 and considering going no contact. Let's read some of the comments. Well, she's kind of repeating the cycle. How? That's way too much pressure and responsibility for a child to have. Shame on the parents who try to make their children go viral so they don't have to work. Children can't be children nowadays. It's not nowadays. They've been doing child labor, children like that for hundreds of years, making them work. And as soon as they get old enough, they're like, okay, where's my money? How many? The only people we haven't heard sue their mamas and daddies is the damn Olsen twins. But everybody else gets old enough, they like, where is my MFing money? Where is my money y'all was making off of me? I'm working, doing all these things, dressing up, trying this, eating this, doing this, all this stuff. I'm tired. Now where's my fucking money? I don't blame them. A lot of these famous YouTube, TikTok, Instagram kids are being exploited by their parents. There should be some kind of law against that. Your child should not be responsible for your household's income. It's probably that little girl that's always talking like a grown-up. She hated doing those videos and everyone can tell. She even had a black eye at one point. I wonder how she is now. These stories will be coming out more and more over the next few years when the child start growing up. Yeah. Good for them for speaking out. It sucks to feel like you can't be anonymous just to get people to take you seriously. But I'm glad someone's sharing their experience and hopefully laws come into place. Yeah, this is why I don't support TikTok as well. Now I do YouTube myself, but I dislike Reels on there and TikTok because I've noticed most trends on these platforms are biracial relationships and either family in general. But the issue is each kid don't want to go through all that just to make viral videos to get monetized. This reminds me of a video of the mother making her biracial kid do a video, and she was threatening her on camera, not realizing viewers could see her in the mirror. Then the little girl started crying and saying sorry. They're like huge on YouTube, and I believe a lot of YouTubers called the mother out for making her a paycheck. Wait till all those babies born for views start coming of age, aware of their parents pimping them for views. Yeah, I think a lot more kids are going to come out with this kind of stuff. Those family channels are weird, and the kids are being dragged into it without even knowing what's going on. The people who exploit their children and record them for their own validation have to read this and take notes. Parents should not pressure their kids to take care of the entire family. the child can't even have a decent childhood and play with other children. I remember when Gary Coleman sued his parents, not the same thing, but these parents be living off the kids. It is exactly the same thing. A lot of these child actors, they're no different from the YouTube kids and stuff like that. They're working and they're children and not having a childhood. And it's so sad, but the parents are exploiting them. And if you are a parent whose child is the talent, I hope that all the money that you're making, you are putting money away for your child when they turn 18, because they're going to be looking for that fucking money. Wait till somebody gets in their ear. They're going to be like, you asked your mom for the money that you made all them years? No, I didn't think it. Yeah, you need to be paid for that. Go ask your mom, where's your money? Go ask your dad, where's your money? Honestly. Oh my God, my stomach is growling, child. It's Britney Spears all over again. Yep. Social media is a new child labor. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Okay, let's see what else is going on. I think that's it, y'all. All right, that's it. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about the topics that we spoke about today. Yeah, I hope y'all got a savings account for all your children that you're exploiting to go viral. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace.